Now, born out of the frustration of two Silicon Valley entrepreneurs trying to catch a cab in Paris, Uber services have flourished since being launched in 2010. They're now offered in more than 450 cities worldwide. VOA's Ndiho set out on a mission to find out what it takes to be an Uber driver.
With an estimated worth of nearly $62.5 billion, Uber Technologies, an American multinational online transportation company, operates in over 66 countries and 450 cities worldwide. The Uber mobile app allows clients with smartphones to submit a trip request that's then routed to Uber drivers nearby who use their cars to pick up the customer. The service is giving the metered taxi industry a run for their money. To get an idea of how Uber works, I signed up as an Uber driver. This is an example of my actual Uber driver pay statement. But first, let me explain how Uber calculates ride fares. When someone takes a ride with you, they are charged a fare plus a rider fee. The best fare for Uber X in DC is currently $1.15. Our booking fee is $1.35. And if there is a surge in pricing, then the entire fare is multiplied by that number. Surging in pricing means Uber increases the fare prices during certain times of higher demand. In Africa, Uber is already operating in more than 6 major cities. Aaron lists, Uber general manager for Sub-Saharan Africa, says convincing traditional taxi drivers to work for the ride-hailing service was an essential part of the company's plan to expand across the continent.
We will be doing a better job of engaging with taxi operators when we launch in a new market, showing them how the technology works. There are a huge number of taxi operators on the platform in South Africa, a growing number in Kenya, and a growing number in Nigeria. And part of our strategy when we launch in new markets will be that engagement up front.
Ruth Kajiri signed up with Uber in Nairobi to support herself as she pursued an acting career. With a return of about $400 a week, she was able to graduate from driving someone else's car to her own, with little investment from her dad.
I'm not afraid. Whatever happens, I need to work Friday nights, I need to work Saturday nights, and I do it the whole night till morning. Because I can't really afford to live in fear. This is my work for this season, and I have to do it. And those are peak hours, you know.
Uber drivers around the world have faced threats and protests from regular taxi operators, who say the cheaper Uber fares are driving them out of business.
What I normally pay my cab guy is around 700 to 800 bob. But on what I paid to Uber was actually 500 shillings. So I cut down my costs by 300 bob, and that's something good to me.
Uber began making inroads into the Nairobi market by offering lower prices and cutting out a haggling that often infuriates customers. Joseph Gitau has been driving his taxi for nearly 20 years.
Watu wetu, they are trusted. I have worked
here for 28 years. There are others who have been here for 30 years and over, and that person cannot leave here. If a client loses something, they will still find it if they come back.
Uber's experience in Kenya to let riders pay fares using cash or via mobile money has boosted growth in Kenya, where about 100,000 people open the app once a month. Uber is facing increasing competition, as many companies provide similar services. Whether they can maintain this sustained growth over the next couple years remains to be seen. Ndiho, VOA News, Washington.